Let's get on board then. Ranisha Chinani, she's commodity analyst at Edelweiss Financial Services, and she joins us live on the show. Ranisha, hi, welcome to the precious metal space first. And there's a constant decline, even as there are sanctions on Russia by US and European Union as well. Gold doesn't really seem to be making quite favorable moves because of that.
Hi Manisha, precious metal pack is being supported by the Ukraine and Russia issue from last few days, but if you look at the overall sentiment, it's still negative. Remember, we have two important events this week. One is the Fed meeting that would be happening today and tomorrow, and we'll see continuous $10 billion of tapering happening, and another event is the non-farm payroll data of US. So these two data continuously show that there is improvement in the US economy, and this would be a negative factor for gold and silver prices. So I think gold and silver would be in the negative sentiment this week, and sell on rally should be the strategy used for this week at least. On the higher side, 1300 to 1310 is acting very strong resistance for gold, so I think their selling opportunity exists. And if for intraday, if you look at 28,800 could be used as selling opportunity for the targets of 28,650.
Ranisha, how would you look at the energy space? Because on one side, the US inventories have been piling up. On the other side, Libya may be finally restarting its exports. Do you think these couple of factors would continue to put pressure?
Yes, crude oil was in a bubble state from last few days. Overall fundamentals were very negative, rising inventories and rising production from Libya and Iraq. These factors were going to come in, but Russia and Ukraine issue was supporting the prices. But as yesterday we have heard that Russia has asked its troops to come back to the border, so this would be acting as a negative factor. I think again prices could come to $100 or below that today or tomorrow. So 61, 40, 45 levels current prices could be used as a selling opportunity for the targets of 6100 for the intraday, and even 6050 for one day or two. So overall negative sentiment would persist for a time being, I think.
Ranisha, how would you look at the base metal space also? Because China reports seem to be suggesting that financing of raw materials is something that they seem to be pulling back on. And apart from that, of course, there have been various concerns coming in from that part of the world. Taking a look at nickel especially, because that has been a gainer, do you see this news putting pressure there?
Yes, nickel was very well supported by the Indonesia Export Bank news and the problems happening in Russia. But there is somewhat de-escalation in both of these issues, and such a run-up, we could see some profit booking happening due to expiry and month end. So I think nickel prices are due for a small correction or at least a retracement. So 1100, 5 or 10 levels could be used as a selling opportunity, and we could see something around 30 to 40 rupees downside in nickel. And if you look at copper, which also saw a small breakup last week, there we could see again prices coming down. Last week breakup was only due to the China's SRB buying, but that is not sustainable, and that doesn't change the fundamentals of copper for a long term. So overall bearish fundamentals could see prices lowering towards 405 to 400, but for intraday or two, 412 and 410 is on the cards for copper, I think. So sell on rally should be used for copper and nickel for the day.
Ranisha, you have a sell call across board on all of those commodities. How much of a further decline would you expect on silver as well in that case?
Yes, silver has broken the important support of 19.5, and it is very much holding $19 level at COMEX. So I think it would trade in this range for a time being, but for MCX, yes, 42,000 was an important level. It has broken, and the next support is 41,600. So I think current levels could be used as a selling opportunity even in silver for the targets of 41,600. But if that support doesn't hold, we could see a very sharp drop in silver prices, also leading to 1,000 or 1,500 fall in the prices. So yes, a profit should be booked at the current the support levels I have told, but if that is breached, again selling could be initiated.
Good point, Ranisha. We'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us with your strategies. That is a view then coming in from Edelweiss, a sell call on gold, silver, energy as well as the base metal space for the intraday market, at least for the commodity as a space. But with that, it's a wrap on the FNO show, giving it out to Neeraj and Tanveer for closing trades.